Welcome to Tower Talk Business Radio on the voice of Nassau Community College 90.3 WHPC. Tower Talk Business Radio brings you conversations with the top business minds on Long Island and around the nation, including expert consultants and small business owners who have found success but are also willing to share their top tips, failures, and give gritty, matter-of-fact advice based on their first-hand experience. And now, let's get down to business with Tower Talk Business Radio, powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation.
And welcome to Tower Talk Business Radio, powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation. My name is Danisha Boston Hill, CEO of Keeper of the Brand Marketing and Digital Agency, along with my co-host Ray Sweats, AVP of NEFCU. And we're focused on bringing premier resources for businesses and entrepreneurship. Ray and I bring you weekly business advice, tips, tools, and services that help you grow your business. Plus, we interview the top business leaders in the industry. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a ladies' takeover.
Yes, it is.
We have the amazing Ingrid Dodd in the building today, and we're celebrating Women's History Month. But before we jump into that and welcoming Ingrid to the show, we're going to discuss hot topics that impact women that are in entertainment, PR, and film, and discuss how we really bring balance to our lives. Is it the Superwoman syndrome? Or can we really have it all? Now, for helping me provide you with business empowerment today is our guest, Ingrid Dodd, CEO of Ingrid Dodd Public Relations and the co-founder of the Long Beach International Film Festival. Ingrid also works on the New York State Governor's Film Office and the Nassau County Film Office, where she helps promote Hollywood East in New York. She specializes in entertainment PR, social media, grand openings, and nonprofits, and currently sits on the board of the one and only Nassau Community College Foundation. She's here to guide you through the who's who with media and to make your business shine. Ingrid, welcome to the show.
Wow, what an introduction.
You are just doing it all. You're amazing,
Wow.
and we are so happy to have you as our first guest to launch our Women's History Month segment.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so proud to be here, and it's a special month for women, and I love everything you do as well. So I'm very proud to be sitting next to you today.
Yes, we're so happy to have you in the studio.
Thanks.
And I mean, we read your bio, but that really doesn't give us the in-depth of who Ingrid Dodd is, you know, the details.
I'm still trying to figure that out.
How did you get started in PR?
Actually, I started at the Allegria Hotel.
Really? Love it.
Yes.
On the beach?
I opened the hotel. I was one of the managers that opened the hotel pre-construction. I was showing that hotel in a hard hat and boots.
I probably saw you, like, when I was like, okay, let me get married, and maybe that's the place to be. You probably were, like, walking around not realizing 3-4 years later,
so funny.
we'd be sitting in studio together.
Yeah, is that
right?
amazing?
That is amazing.
Full
Small
circle,
world.
yes, yeah. And, you know, the hotel had just launched, and I was out of work for about 4 or 5 years. I quit my job to stay home with my children.
Same here.
And I saw this hotel being built in Long Beach, and I literally went right into the hotel, and I saw the owner, and I said, "You need me."
Nice.
I don't know even where I came up with that, but I had never worked in the hotel business, but I knew my passion for business and marketing and my love for Long Beach, that I could really do something great there. And he hired me.
Nice.
So
You have a good sales pitch. You need me.
You need me.
You need me. End of story. Case closed. Sign the contract.
Right. But, you know, while I was there, I was in charge of PR and entertainment. So I had brought in Justin Bieber, Billy Joel, Alexa, the Beach Boys, all the tours that were touring Jones Beach, Nassau Coliseum. I would go to LA and to Nashville and figure out who was touring where and meet with those tour managers and bring them into the hotel.
Nice.
So it was kind of the first time that Long Beach had a whole bunch of like celebrities and stars, and that's where I got to meet a lot of media. Then after that, I was approached by the New York Islanders because they were my client of the Allegria. We used to have the hockey players away team stay there.
Oh, nice.
So they asked me to come work for them. I started doing some of that stuff for them, and it just the trickle down effect. It was when you have a passion for something and you just can't even imagine not doing that. It's just such a beautiful thing.
Right. And it comes easy.
It comes so easy.
It's second nature. I can totally see you, just wheeling and dealing behind the scenes, making, impressions and lasting PR for people out there. Just magic.
Thanks.
Overall.
Thanks.
Yeah, you have that great energy, that great sense of style and pizzazz.
Thank you. I think that a lot of times people appreciate you going above and beyond and maybe doing things that you're not getting paid for, just to show that you're, humble and that you just really care about the people instead of just really, like a machine. Some people are just a machine. And people remember that when you kind of go the extra mile and you talk to them and look in their eyes and really, care about a situation no matter what it is. And I think that's one of the reasons why I think that my business has grown so much because of that.
They know
the
you're
trust.
vested.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And I always say, and I've heard this 1,000 times, like, people do business with people they like,
absolutely,
and people they trust.
And that's all, I only hear great things about you, and I mean amazing things about you. I kept on saying, "Who is this? Who is this person? I cannot wait to meet her."
Yeah, I'll write those people a check out there later. So. For everything that we do and all the compliments, but same here for you, and that's why we really wanted to launch Women's History Month with you, because you're doing powerful things, and I think you're basically putting Long Island on the map in the public relations sector,
thank you,
which is great, because people think Long Island is so far, or the Hamptons, but you're like, stop here in Long Beach.
Yes, yeah, and you know what too, I always say that Long Island has been a breeding ground for talent. You look at the talent that has come out of Long Island, whether it's Billy Joel or Jerry Seinfeld, or now Kevin James bringing his new comedy, the first episodic comedy to be filmed here in Nassau County. There's so much going on. There's like something in the water.
It is. So we'll drink to that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You can't see that, can you?
I know, but we can definitely cling. We can cling ourselves today. So now, as far as like common mistakes, what do you think is like the common mistake of, someone who wakes up one day and says, I want to be in PR like you did? That's like a really brave step and a leap of faith you took to walk into that hotel.
Yeah, you know what, it is. But I think that the one thing that I never realized is especially when you branch out on your own, it's kind of scary, because you're like, are people really going to hire me? I've always worked for a company, for the Allegria, the Islanders, or whoever it is, a big company. But when you step out on your own, you need to make it happen, and it's so exciting when you do. You just can't stop. But I think the mistake that people make is that maybe they take on too much, or they're not as driven to know that you need to make it happen every single day, because guess what? There's someone behind you that could be bigger and better than you are if you don't keep going.
That's right. And you're listening to Tower Talk Business Radio on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I'm your host, Anisha Boston Hill, and our guest today is Ingrid Dodd, CEO of Ingrid Dodd Public Relations and the co-founder of the Long Beach International Film Festival. Now, Ingrid, we are just in the middle of looking at just the landscape and the growth of, Long Island as a whole, business. But at the end of the day, when we sit back and, we turn out the lights, we're moms. Mm-hmm. We're women that's really, like you said, trying to make it happen in the industry. What advice can you give, other moms out there that's really juggling from, being a mom, starting their own business, and, try to make a name for themselves in Long Island?
I think that the thing that I try and tell young people going into the business is that you have to surround yourself with powerful women that love you and care about you and will share with you. Because, for instance, my good friend Carol Silver, she's on News 12. She's almost like a mom figure to me, and she's a graduate of Nassau Community College. She has taught me it's family first, and then surround yourself with good people. And really, that's the strength of it, because you can take advice you can pick and choose, like you're in a cafeteria, like what works for you and what doesn't. But at the end of the day, if you share your experiences with other younger women, that's beautiful. Because you can tell them, hey, this might not work for you, it may, but this is how it worked for me. And I think that, sometimes it's hard to juggle everything. I saw something on Facebook recently where a mom wrote down everything she did, and I mean everything, from I picked up that sock till I took the garbage out, I did the laundry, I made the beds. This is all before you even get to work, And sometimes you look back and you're like, wow, how the heck do I do all that? But you do.
Yeah.
You do.
You're like, you do things without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
And that's just in itself. The fact that she had time to sit back and write that all down is impressive. It's impressive.
I always wonder, what the heck did I do when I was single? What did I do with my time?
I have no idea myself.
I always say my biggest decision was whether to have a banana or blueberries in my protein shake.
I love it. I'm trying to figure that out now, even with two at home. Even with two at home. So now, Ingrid, the PR, you're a dynamite when it comes to PR out here in Long Island. You're also, just looking at, managing life and balance and, film. So, how did you get involved in the film industry? Or
to tell you the truth, the co-founder, Craig Weintraub, at the time came into the Allegria looking for a place to have a premiere for his film.
Okay.
And I had been at the same time working on the Quicksilver World Tour, the Pro. They came in and had the first ever world tour in Long Beach. And I was dealing with a woman who, once again, was another mentor to me. I had been working on this $10 million project with her, and I looked at her like she was a rock star because she created the first film festival in Dubai, and now I got to work with her. Now think about it. I just came from not working for 5 years, and now I'm at this hotel working with this woman, and I literally sucked everything I could out of her. I kept on asking her for advice, and I sat down and I said, what do you think about a film festival here? Look at this. And she said, just do it. And those words, and I know it's just so cliche, it really is, but when you just do it, beautiful things happen.
No, she really inspired you to push you into your greatness.
She did. She said, you need to stop thinking small mind and grow and just think big and then just do it.
And I love that because, and listen up, everyone out there. Women, we don't have to butt heads.
No.
We can really help and empower one another and really do big things together.
Yes.
Do business. Men sit around the table and they're making deals.
Yeah.
And we can too.
We can too. And it's true because we, somebody like you, for instance, I thought that you're in the same kind of business that I'm in, but when I looked at what you did, I was proud, of the event that you had and that my friends all went, and I can't wait to support you next year.
Oh, thank you.
I think that white, what was it called?
A dinner en blanc.
A dinner en blanc. Oh, if anyone listening, you must go. But, I think that when you don't look down upon someone or say, oh, I could do better than that or this, and you just push each other up, and if you don't have anything nice to say, the old saying, just don't say it at all, and just really help each other as women shine, because like you said, men have been ruling the world for a very long time, but now with this whole women's movement, I think that it's really, I don't think our world will ever be the same after this. I don't think our daughters will have to worry about the things that we had to worry about, and I think it's just a great community of strong people coming together.
You're listening to Tower Talk Business Radio. Our guest today is Ingrid Dodd, CEO of Ingrid Dodd Public Relations and the co-founder of the Long Island International Film Festival. My name is Danisha Boston Hill, along with the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Many websites selling medication may look professional and legitimate, but the vast majority of sites selling prescription drugs are doing so illegally. Have you seen websites that don't require a prescription or offer to ship medicine internationally? Then you've seen a rogue website. Often they sell fake meds with too little, too much, or no medicine at all. Criminals use websites to sell counterfeit medications that may contain life-threatening toxins. Dot Pharmacy is a website verification program that helps you identify safe and trustworthy online pharmacies. You know where .com is located in a website address, right? That's where you'll find .pharmacy. And because it's part of a website address, .pharmacy cannot be faked. Think that a seal on a website means safety? Only